Yeah, proud of our guys. Excited for our seniors. You know, we have not beat St. Lawrence in 3 years. You know, Brex does a tremendous job there. They're a really tough matchup for us with how hard they work and compete, and so that was there was some adversity going into it, and proud of our guys of putting together 60 minutes, and that's a hard-earned win. And like I said, they made it really tough on us.
It felt like just a matter of getting the job done. I mean, it just seemed like you guys started from the opening face-off all the way straight through.
I really liked our energy. Yeah, I liked our emotion, not emotional, but with emotion. And the biggest thing is because they do a good job of being on top of you is we had to make them turn, and we had to get pucks behind them and establish a forecheck. And, you know, our guys bought into that from the get-go. And I thought we were able to, for the most part, there was a push there for them in the second, but for the most part, put 60 minutes and put pressure on them for as long as we could.
Yeah, after it kind of got 1-1, when you guys saw that 2-1 goal go in, did that kind of like lighten you guys up a little bit? You just seemed to have to get one past him.
Yeah, honestly, I think the third one was maybe a bigger one. You know, I think that third one to create a little separation, and we kind of, to your point, we needed one to kind of bounce off something, and that's what that third one did. And that I thought gave us a lot of life, and that gave us the breathing room, because you gave up that penalty kill goal there at the end of the second, and so we saw that lead going into the third.
Talk about the older players getting on the board a lot tonight. Chiz with 2, Dorf gets 1, Morris gets 1 at the end. Just kind of talk about that group, especially the seniors this year.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if anybody's done more for our program than Chiz, and just being consistent for 4 years. And he's having an awesome senior year, both leadership, but also production. And for him to come out and set the tone and score those first 2 goals, and he's just our leader, and our guys follow. And to your point, Dorf is around the net and bangs out one, and then Nate Morgan is universally loved, has not had a bad day in 4 years, brings energy, keeps our group together, and what a cool way for him to go out scoring that last goal.
Rematch versus Union from last year's quarterfinal. Just kind of talk about what they bring to the game and what that series should look like.
Really well coached, really physical. Some elite players on the back end, some really good guys at forwards. Do some different things, both in zone play and power play, that make it challenging. And so it's going to be really fun games. Like they're going to be close games. They're going to be highly contested games, and I think both teams are probably excited to play the best 2 out of 3.
What's the biggest thing with them? What do you have to do well? I mean, obviously you played them just 2 weeks ago, played a really good game against them. Is it just a matter of possession, or is it something else? I think
I think you got to wear down you got to try to wear down their top guys. I mean, Prokop is as good as there is in our league. Like I said, some of those guys up front, if they have time and space, they make it hurt. And so we have to eliminate time and space for as long as we can. I think that's the biggest one, because with time and space, they have both the compete and the ability to make that hurt.
Yeah, ask one more question. Luke Hames was 17-2 at the faceoff dot through 2. I don't know what he finished up as. Is that a kind of a weapon for you guys, or is that something? Obviously, it's big for possession, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the last couple weekends, if you're watching our games, he all of a sudden gets thrown out there for. He's been really good on the draws, and you know what? The other part of it is. That's a stat for his line, and so 15 and 20 do an unbelievable job of those 50-50. Yeah. So Lukey doesn't lose many clean, but then his wingers help a ton with those 50-50 pucks, and that line is playing excellent, and Luke is kind of showing why he's the top free agent in college hockey.
Coach, anything else to add?
Go Big Green.
Go ahead.
Oh, just getting the job done tonight. It looked like you guys came out with a lot of jump and kind of just kept the gas going.
Yeah, it was a really good game for our group. We felt like we've been playing good the last few weekends, and just had to keep it going. And we stayed on it for 60 minutes. They pushed a little bit at the beginning of the second period there, but we weathered it nice and went right back on them.
Yeah, I mean, when they tied it after, right there early in the second period, what was the mood on the bench, and what kind of turned it around for you guys?
Yeah, no, the mood was fine. We felt like we were playing a good game, and we just had to keep doing what we were doing, and we knew the outcome would be good for us.
Chiz, final game at Thompson. Just kind of talk about your journey and then tonight's game a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's a great place, the best place on earth. The last 4 years have been awesome, and not lost for words on that one.
Talk about your journey, throughout this program. You guys win 12 games your first 2 years, or 13 games in this year.
Yeah, I know, it makes it special.
16.
Yeah, it makes it special. It was tough for the first 2 years, but our class, the 25s, did a really good job to bring the culture back to where it had to be, and hopefully it's going to keep growing. It's going to be special.
Obviously, 2 goals tonight.
Yeah.
A good way to end your career here.
Awesome. Yeah, it was awesome. No, the fans were awesome tonight, and it was good to put on a show.
Next week at Union, what can we expect? 3-game series on the road.
Yeah, it's going to be a great series. They're a good team over there, and we feel confident if we keep playing the way we did tonight for 60 minutes, we'll be fine.
What do you guys remember about them? It was just a couple weeks ago you guys played them. What's the biggest thing against them?
Yeah, we always have good matches against them. It gets pretty chippy, a lot of big hits, and we're ready for that.
A rematch of last year's quarterfinal as well at Thompson.
Yeah, it was like I said, they're heavy. We play with them really well, and it's going to be a good series.
Chiz, anything else to add?
Go Big Green.